23-year-old, going into his second season with the Indianapolis Colts. Please welcome Riley Leonard to the show, dude. Riley.
Let's go.
Thank y'all, boys. He'll see a hold on like the backside of the field and already start talking to the ref by name. And the ref will be reaching for the flag. And, Bill, don't you do it, Bill. Not on 3rd and 4 or something like that. And I remember thinking the first NIL meeting, told my buddy, I was like, dude, if we get some free cheeseburgers out of this, like this is a win. That's true. 100%. If you said you can make it happen, I would be like, all right, that's all I need.
You get the phone call. Hang up the phone. Put it down. Family looks at you. What's your initial gut reaction?
I got prank called the night before, though.
Oh,
it's like,
that sucks.
Really stung me. The number called.
Was that the year where people's numbers got leaked?
Yeah, it was the same year.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've survived every situation, knowing when to freeze and when to run. And regret is just a memory written on my brow, and there's nothing I can do about it now.
Welcome to another episode of In Good Company with Mitch Morse. I'm your host, Mitch Morse. I'm joined always by Casey Hahi, who just bought a truck today. We'll get into that later, but the real meat and potatoes, the main reason why we're all here is our guest, 23-year-old newlywed.
Ooh.
Out of Fairhope, Alabama, originally from South Carolina, going into his second season with the Indianapolis Colts. Please welcome Riley Leonard to the show, dude. Riley.
Let's go.
Thank y'all, boys.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all having me.
We appreciate you coming on. How does life find you? Congratulations to you and Molly. Was that this past March, this off season? That's fantastic. Yes. Has life changed for you at all?
It absolutely has. We spent 5 years long distance, so my whole college journey, she was at Auburn, so we're finally moved in together. She just cooked me some fire salmon.
Oh, I had salmon too.
So yeah. It was money. So we got this thing figured out.
So do you spend, because I know you are at OTAs right now, so you are in Indianapolis. Do you spend, speaking of meat and potatoes, do you spend the meat and potatoes of your off season back in Alabama?
I did for the wedding planning just because, I
don't act like you did any of it yourself.
Okay. I swear I did more than most people. I like to think so. But it's funny. She would always hit me with like, I don't have an excuse, right, to get out of any like wedding planning stuff.
That's so fair.
So she would say she's going to see the flower girl, and I'd tell her like, now I got to go work out. And she knows, like, no, you don't.
No, you don't.
You can work out after.
Well, dude, how expensive are floral arrangements?
Unbelievable. I told her like, she's trying to figure out a job up here, and I told her if you want to get into something, get into wedding stuff,
dude.
Seriously.
We'll just people just swipe cards. When you're getting down to it, it's just like, let's get this over.
Yeah.
So.
It's your special day, dude. Of course you're going to swipe the card. All right, a few questions. Plated or buffet?
We did buffet.
That's great. It's good.
Just as much food as you can eat. I know we had a lot of lime in there. We don't want to limit food, so yeah, we did buffet.
Get the fatties fed.
All
right, get some pork in the pork.
I feel like it's always a pain in the ass too if you do plated. Like when someone bails last minute, or someone, and then you're like, "Fuck, all right, I gotta call the caterer or whoever." Go ahead.
That being said, a fat guy loves a bail because everyone feasts, especially if there's mashed potatoes. You always think, especially when you've been liquored up, you want more mashed potatoes. A last question before we dive into this: band or DJ?
Ooh.
What's that?
Did you do band or DJ?
Oh, band or DJ. My bad. We did both. So
flex that muscle, dude. Hell yes.
I was in charge of that. I said, look, if there's one thing I can handle, it's the band, it's the music, it's the DJ. Like I kind of know the crowd. So we went band for the first like 2.5 hours, and then the last 45 minutes or so, I gave Melissa songs to play.
That's good. Dude,
yeah.
Well, it's good because Meemaw can still go out. Like the band's going to play one song that everyone knows, and it's funny. Everyone, your grandma gets out one or two. Yeah. But like by the time we get to the witching hour, I want some stuff that's going to make my stuff move in meditation.
There you go.
Like, make me move my hips.
There you go.
Because my knees are feeling good. All right, so listen. A question I find myself always asking guys, because it fascinates me, and where they're from and how it shaped them. Like, how did Fairhope, Alabama, shape you not only as a football player but as a man?
Yeah, if y'all have ever been there, it's very retirement. It's It's retirement-ish, very small town feel. It's probably 25,000 people, but it's growing like crazy. It's a hot spot in Alabama. Everybody wants to move there. But just really good people down there. There's a church at every corner. So faith is obviously something that's huge in my life, and I'm really just a product of my environment. So a lot of good people down there. If you want a good meal, everybody will invite you, into their house type vibe. So, kind of what you see in me is what you'll get out of anybody from Fairhope. Everybody talks about my character. I tell them just go home, go to Fairhope. So yeah, it's a great
awesome.
place.
Was it always football? Was it always football? Because I know you had a jump shot, my friend.
I don't know.
Little triple threat. I played enough. I played enough basketball. I watched enough Spurs to know the triple threat. In fact, I was actually a little bit upset that you didn't take your scholarship offer to play at Missouri State for basketball.
Oh wow!
So
dug
was
deep.
it right? So tell me, like, where did the love start, and then how did football come into this equation?
Yeah, my dad played college basketball. My uncle played at Georgetown. His roommate was actually Dikembe Mutombo. Which Dikembe,
That's there, dude.
Dikembe owes him a bunch of money because he used to use my uncle's phone to call home.
God.
In Africa, and they charge like a fee. Anyways,
Oh, sure.
That's a funny story he always likes to tell. But
No.
bro, I love basketball. I wanted to play. I was pretty much gonna play my whole life. That was the plan. Like if you go to Fairhope, people are gonna be like, "Oh yeah, Riley, the basketball player." But I actually found out today that was the wrong move. We went to Butler today as a team, and yeah, I'm glad I didn't do that because I mean my knee. Like I'm 23,
Those fellas are hooping.
dude, I was on the court for like 30 minutes. My knees were already hurting, and I'm only 23. I'm a quarterback, but yeah, no, I wanted to play basketball. That was where life was taking me. I was happy with it. I probably had a 9-to-1 ratio basketball to football coaches in my phone. So, I mean,
Wow.
Given that, I was like, all right, I mean, I guess so. EYBL, got into it, like the big Nike basketball circuit. And then COVID hit. So nobody's going to offer a 6'4" white guy from Alabama without seeing him play.
Of course.
And that was my time to get the offers, but wasn't able to play in the tournaments. So that hit, and then I was like, crap, I'm sitting here with some low major D1 basketball schools, like 2 football offers. What am I going to do? And then thank goodness, David Morris, my quarterback coach out of QB country in Mobile, played for Coach Cutcliffe at Ole Miss when he backed up for Eli Manning. Cutcliffe was at Duke. He offered me. I ended up getting like 2 more offers, but it was kind of like, hey, Nebraska was one of them, but they had a kid commit. I was like, we'll take you. I don't really know. And then Syracuse was in and out playing the whole, we'll let you play both sports. Like, bro, that's...
Oh.
No, that would have never happened. That would have never happened. So I was like, all right, I don't really got much of a choice here, but obviously it was the right one. Very grateful.
It worked out.
Yeah,
you did all right.
I'd say you did all
great.
right.
Yeah, I did.
And here's the nice thing: it's like golf, right? Like, so you can always go out and still decompress by shooting hoops. All right, that will be in your life forever.
Oh yeah.
Like, we have a twilight hour here in Florida, and my son, he's 4, so he's not old enough to. I'm a shitty dad. I'm not very patient for to like post him up every so often. But like basketball is also, there's something therapeutic about it. There's something mystical about it, to be honest. That being said, that makes a lot more sense, because I was going to ask, how does the Alabama to Duke connection, because I assume you might be the only one from your high school, maybe one of the only people ever from Alabama to go to Duke, rather. That's, of course, not true. But you go from there, you have three, correct? 3 years, and then, my friend, we have questions about the NIL. You, my friend, were privy to the wild, wild west. For us, like, it's going to be every generation's curse to look back at the generation after them and be like, it's just not the same game. Yeah, you're right. The football is way cooler, faster, stronger, and now these guys are getting cheese, the thing we complain about the most. That being said, it opens up so many, of course, opportunities, but it seems it opens up a lot more potential problems. Yeah. Give us the scoop on NIL. And because I assume you used it for the power of good, right? But it can go both ways, right?
Absolutely. All right, so I was there at Duke for 1 year, no NIL. No, we'll say, 1 year, no NIL. NIL just happened right into my second year, so there was no collective, there was no nothing. I remember thinking the first NIL meeting, I literally told my buddy, I was like, dude, if we get some free cheeseburgers out of this, like, this
Hell
is
yes.
a win. I was
That's true.
100% if you said you can make it happen, I would be like, all right, that's all I need. But so I went that second year with pretty much no NIL. We were Duke, whatever. The next year, I made like $10,000, which is unreal money, right? I mean, sign everybody up, right?
For a college kid, you're living
I don't want to say it
large.
like that, but
No,
yeah, I mean,
it's unbelievable. It's great.
And then the next year after I transferred, obviously, is a different story. But I do know that NIL is just, it's unbelievable now. But I was in locker rooms like Duke and Notre Dame with guys who are like very financially, literate already,
Literate,
right?
yeah.
Everybody kind of knows what to do. You're in a good environment. Nobody's, blowing their money away. But I do hear stories now where it's like, hey, when tax season comes around, some of these guys don't even have money to pay their taxes, right?
Of course not.
So that's a really scary thing to me. But it's kind of a nightmare. I think the best solution, and I don't know what I'm talking about, but I think the best solution is to turn it into like a G League of a football, right? So you have your salary caps. Everybody has a salary cap. Everybody's paid the same, but of course you can still get into cheating after that. But maybe the consequences could be a little harsher than
Totally.
they have been. But
There's got to be a way to regulate it.
it's got to be.
Right? Because, like, right now, I mean, you have some kids, like, making $4 million, $5 million. Like, yeah, you're going to the NFL, you're taking a pay cut, bud. Like, there's got to be some type of regulation. Almost like, to your point, like a cap. Like, okay, said player, best player can only make this much. A portion of it has to come from the school, not just outside companies. And it also has to be equal across the board. Like, especially if you're talking like Title IX and things of that nature, like when does that get involved?
Yeah.
That women's sports equally need the amount of, stuff like I don't think
keep
anybody
cooking,
will
Casey.
ever
This
it's
is
good.
beautiful.
I don't think anybody will ever fix the NIL, but like now it's just like it's kind of like the NCAA sitting on their hands like, wow, I don't know, let's just see how this plays out.
Yeah, I agree. And there's 2 points that random, but like I think of, and one of them is everybody complains about the young quarterback development issue in the NFL. I don't know if there necessarily is one, but I just see that across media and stuff like that. Well, the longer NIL stays a thing, the longer kids will stay in college, right? So you're getting older guys like Carson Beck, who just got drafted.
Yep.
He's going to be extremely experienced, whereas maybe 5 years ago he would have left college, as a junior, right? So, guys like him are going to be way more developed, which is pretty cool. And then my other thing is like everybody likes to like blame the players for this. And it's like,
It's got nothing to do
look
with
at these
you.
kids out here making so much money, spending their money. It's like, dude, y'all gave them the money. What do you say no?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm just growing hair under my armpits, and you gave me $1 million.
And like, yeah, it has
Dude,
nothing to.
I feel like I'm still maturing, and I'm 34 years old.
I'm with you.
All right?
It's got nothing to do with the athletes. It's people just throwing money at you. Who are you to say no?
No doubt. I think the one thing that needs to be done, I don't know how this works because it happens in the NFL, it does not happen in college, is find a way to hold some of these taxes.
Yeah.
It's you have to. Like these kids, the first thing they're going to learn, they're going to get flicked in the Johnson because, like you said, these kids don't have. Who's in their corner? Anyways,
They spend it.
we can go.
Well, our game checks are taken. They already take our taxes out of
They
that
take it out for
NFL
the
guys.
NFL.
Some of these guys are 40 years old. They're taking it out. So, I'm with you.
The other thing,
No, it's super helpful.
I mean, the other thing too, and this is not NIL, but it's. I guess it has to do with it, in all honesty. And I know you transferred, but like. And I don't want this to seem like in my day, but like
it absolutely is going.
Yeah, it kind of. But like there was repercussions for transferring. You had to sit out a year if you were going, if you were making a lateral move in NCAA Division I or whatever. You had to sit out a year, for transferring. And now you got guys playing on 5 different teams in 5 years, 4 different.
I do think that did change. right?
Just
think last
recently?
week
I think so.
Trump last week signed you can only transfer once.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
So
there's
things are working. Because Casey, you're absolutely right. Like it's funny to hear these GMs when they draft guys, like because of all the film they watch is from all these places for these guys, and it's like let's just say out of Missouri, but he spent time here and here and here, and like what. It's a fascinating thing. So I appreciate you letting Casey and I peek behind the curtain here a little bit.
Yeah.
That being said, the transfer portal did work beautifully for you. In fact, my friend, you put on quite a show your senior season. Ultimately, did come short, and I remember the game beautifully. It was a hard-fought battle. You end up going down against Ohio State, I think 34-23. But still, a remarkable season.
Oh, yeah.
And then you decide I think you go right into the NFL draft preparation. I assume you're home. You get the phone call. Indianapolis Colts, 6th round, 189th pick. Yes, I would love to be a part of your team. Hang up the phone. Put it down. Your family looks at you. What's your initial gut reaction?
Well, I was like, I don't know. It was awesome. Like, I don't know. I was like, all right, bet. I obviously, I don't know. I got drafted in a later round, which was fine. I didn't even care. Like, I'm on the team.
Right.
It's not the only difference is the money, and it's like, all right, I'll play in the NFL. Like, what am I gonna cry about it?
Yeah.
I got prank called the night before though, which like
That sucks.
really
That's so
stung me. Well, and it was
sucks.
valid. Like, so the number
Was
called
that the
me.
year where people's numbers got leaked?
Yeah, it was the same year.
Yeah.
I think it was. Yeah, I don't know if there was a tie or not, but I got the phone call and it was like, "Do you mind if?" Or it's like, "This call is being recorded." I was like, "All right, that's valid." I checked the area code. It was Jacksonville. That was valid. And then like there were like two other things. It sounded so legit. So I ran inside. I was on the golf course and I told everybody, I was like, "We're going to Jacksonville." And then they had the next two picks.
Oh, no.
So after the first one, I'm like, "We're good."
We're still in this?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh,
shitty.
that's
God.
so-
But
That's trash.
I mean, yeah.
That's
so
trash.
that kind of
That
ruined
well
that
said.
night. And then the next day, obviously, it was a huge blessing. It was a perfect situation. I lived 2 hours away from South Bend now. So
Well, so were you like, give me more information so I know this is legit? Or at that point, you're just like,
I did actually say, "Is this a prank call?" Because I didn't think I would go that early. But other than me being skeptical about going in the third, just because like I saw who was on the board or whatever.
yeah.
no, I'm saying for the Colts. Like, were you like, were you
with the
skeptical?
Colts.
Were you like, dude, I've been through this song and dance before.
So that one I knew was legit because my agent was with me. And
Okay.
we all were kind of on the same page, so we were good there. But
Code words pineapple. I told you. This is bullshit.
right.
All right, so you hang up, you have your gut reaction, you enter, you go through rookie mini camp, and then you assimilate with the rest of the guys. You're in an NFL locker room now, full of grown men with mortgages and stuff. At what point did you realize, or did you have this premonition or this interior dialogue with yourself, like, oh wow, this is the NFL?
It's a good question. I think the day you walk in the building and you see the size of some of these guys, particularly the O-line, and you're just thinking, how the heck am I going to even see, right? That's like, you can't play football without seeing. But,
Totally true.
yeah, I think that kind of just shook me up, man.
I'm 5'8". If I was a quarterback, I'd be staring right into the Mitch's butt crack.
You'd be a quarterback sneak. You would just give you a chuck. Although Casey's very dense. He's a dense man. Hockey player. Casey played professional hockey.
Hey, that's
He's
respect.
He's got, he's a freak. Don't let him fool you. He's just all
go.
smiles, kind eyes. He's got a freak.
Respect, bro.
Speaking of that offensive line, you said you walked in, you see the dudes, the men that play this game. Well, I'll tell you, one of those dudes on that offensive line is pencil him in as a Hall of Famer. And he's also, talk about the patch on your chest, my friend, another fighting Irishman. 6-time All-Pro, 8-time Pro Bowler, and I believe in his 8 years, maybe 9 now, Quentin Nelson. Can you tell me what it's like to share a locker room and see that man do work and handle business?
Yeah, Quentin Nelson. I mean, first off, like, unbelievable human. I remember going in, I thought he was being sarcastic the first time we met, just like on how excited he was. I was like, all right, is this guy playing a joke on me? But he truly was like that with every rookie. And talk about a guy that, like, the nicest guy ever, but also doesn't care what anyone thinks and will speak his mind if it helps us win.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's got a problem with anything, he's gonna fix it, right? And that's just a dude I respect like crazy. I mean,
He's earned that respect.
Yeah.
oh my gosh,
No doubt.
He's earned that respect. Another dude I want to talk to you about in your locker room who has earned the respect of every offensive line group that he plays, but doesn't quite get the accolades or the fanfare that he might in Indianapolis, but that he does in the outside world, the grand scheme of things. A defensive tackle, and I'm not talking about the tall guy, number 9, DeForest Buckner, who's amazing. Unbelievable. He deserves that. I'm talking about Grover Stewart. This man is, first of all, he's breathing down your nose. He's got that tilted stance. He's huge, violent, quick, and he's just a pro. I can hate playing that guy in all the best ways. What's it like seeing Grover Stewart handle business?
Oh, dude. I mean, first of all, he's the funniest guy on the team. I mean, if there's no walking past Grove and him not messing with you or getting his hands on you, bro. And I'm telling you, he doesn't realize how big he is. He'll grab my bicep and he could lift me off the ground, dude. And he's just an animal. Everybody loves him. He got a pick last year.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was sick. Yeah.
Nothing like a big guy picking the whole sidelines going, ooh, just hyping him up. That's sick. And especially a guy who's so likable like that. I've only heard unbelievable things about
And what a
the dude.
sick name, too. Grover Stewart.
Oh, yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, you know that man is going to, when like some guys, when they punch you, you're like, ugh, and you know they're just men. They've fathered children. I can only assume he's got kids, but you can tell like this man has got some life.
Yeah.
And his hands, because he also wraps them in an insane way. Like his wrist starts right here, and he wears gloves. I'm like, I don't think those have been around since the 80s.
Yeah.
But he'll punch your soul. He'll punch your soul. So you had an opportunity to play a little bit last year. Of course, the circumstances are very different. We'll get into that in a little bit. But low-hanging fruit, this question is asked all the time, but it is a great question. Like, what was your welcome to the NFL moment?
Yeah. I mean, there were a couple. I think the two that come to mind are, I got drafted, and I think we were going into like veteran mini camp or something like that, and I think Anthony wasn't able to participate with some type of injury, so I was like, all right, cool, I'm the 2 now, right? I'm right behind Daniel, and the day he goes down, the next day I walk into the building. And I sit down in my chair, and then a veteran quarterback, they just bring him in. And obviously, you guys have seen this. You know how it works. But I'm thinking, dang, like I thought I was doing a good job. And boom, somebody's already in to replace me. Mm-hmm. And then you realize, I mean, that's every day for every day. Everyone. It's crazy. Like just running out the tunnel before a game on Sunday, and you're like, hey, what's your name? Cool, I'm so Riley. True. What position you play?
Yeah.
Running back. I'm like,
let's go
running
win.
back.
Sick, yeah.
Was that
stuff happens.
Was that Gardner Minshew?
What's that?
Was that one?
Oh, no. It wasn't Gardner. It was Desmond Ritter.
That's right.
Yeah. Who was great, by the way. But
that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, that stuff's crazy. And then, obviously, the number 2 would be playing a little bit against Jacksonville. Not playing great, not playing terrible, right? Good enough to maybe play next week, right? Feeling good. Not feeling good. We lost, but I'm like, all right, I might get a shot the rest of the year after Daniel went down. And then, obviously, we know Phil came in, Uncle Phil, which was like awesome, right? Totally. Which was like, it was really confusing for me because it's like, all right, this is...
it was confusing for all of us, to be honest.
I remember
it was insane.
I called my girlfriend, I called my wife's mom, and she's like, what did they bring Phillip Rivers in? I made fun of her. And then the next day they brought him in. But I remember sitting there, I was so confused because me and Phillip obviously live like a mile from each other in Fairhope.
Dude, you're getting sub sandwiches at the gas station.
Yeah, you saw that video, bro. Yeah. That was crazy. Like it's just crazy. And then obviously he comes in, which is like the biggest blessing, right? It's Phillip Rivers.
Of course.
But also the biggest head scratcher at the same time, right? Like everybody's wondering, right, when they bring a 44-year-old out of retirement whose daughter's older than me, like everybody's wondering, dang, who's their quarterback? How bad is this backup? And I'm just thinking, dang, like everybody in my hometown sees me as the star, right? Yeah. And him as like obviously the Hall of Famer, but like the local high school football coach, right? And it's like, dang, right? But it was awesome, bro.
Yeah.
Like I
I
learned so much.
I feel like it's one of those things. It's kind of like, what an opportunity to learn, right? You're like, oh, they're bringing in Philip Rivers. What an opportunity to learn from a guy that has that much experience and whatever. But then you're like, to your
Damn,
point,
dude.
yeah. But then also to like your point too, you're like scratching your head, like, oh shit, what does that mean for me?
Yeah, right.
Because like you said, like you're poised. And listen, you have a great attitude towards this. I know it means a little something different because he literally lives a mile down the road. I know
Uncle
you guys.
Phil.
I know they brought the. I mean, even when you were in college, you brought the receivers down to work out with them, and I mean, we all know he's a freak, a competitor in the swimming pool thing, which was crazy. But dude, I remember when I first got in the league in 2015, he was the elder statesman with the San Diego Chargers, and he would talk the most insane shit without really talking shit. And he would, because he would toss a touchdown to Antonio Gates, one of the greats, and he would go down your sideline, and he would just verbally abuse you in the strangest way, because you're like, that really does hurt my feelings, man. But you're not saying any bad words, right? Like you're just, but honestly, like go kick rocks. But he's the ultimate competitor, so there had to be some sort of inner turmoil, battle of the self of like, I love this dude, but at the same time, like, why me?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you hit the nail on the head. I mean, his ability to trash talk and like play the game within the game is unbelievable. Like he'll throw a ball or he'll see a hold on like the backside of the field and already start talking to the ref by name. And the ref will be reaching for the flag and, Bill, don't you do it, Bill, not on 3rd and 4 or something like that. And Bill, won't throw it or something. But
He'll holster that thing.
It's so cool.
I got a wild story from Mike McCoy, who was the quarterback coach in Jacksonville when I was there, and he was the head coach of the San Diego Chargers when Philip Rivers was there. And he said that, I could be totally wrong on this, but he had said that Phil lived in L.A., and he had his personal driver, like he had his own car that was set up with monitors, and he would watch film from the drive from L.A. down to San Diego or whatever. Is that true? Is that? I mean, I don't know why McCoy would lie to me about it, but that's wild.
I've actually heard that too.
That's wild.
He said it was great because I mean, the quarterbacks watched practice after, or watched the film after practice, and he's like, "All right, let's just get a cool setup in this nice." I don't know what it was, but it was. He said it
with
was
how many kids? It was probably a Sprinter. It was probably a school bus,
Suburban.
Yeah.
With all the middle seats taken out. Just.
Oh yeah.
Well, hey, dude. So before that whole, fiasco has a negative connotation. But it was kind of crazy, and I appreciate you validating that it was a little bit strange for you as much as it was for the layman, for us who were outside, like, what's going on. It's great. He's awesome. But you were also privy to something pretty special this past year, because I try to talk to folks about this, and we've talked about it on the show before, but the intimacy of being in a position group is fascinating, but there is something different about the quarterback room. It's like one symbiotic relationship. You guys are so immersed and entrenched with how much time you have to spend with each other, and it usually thrives, right? Like rarely do you run in this thing. Mm-hmm. And you got to be in a locker room as well as a position room with a guy who went through his own Lazarus story.
Yeah.
Right? Like we're talking about Daniel Jones. I know you weren't in the league when he was going through his tumultuous time with the Giants, but much like Lazarus, man, he rose and he played unbelievable football, and the whole country mourned when he got hurt, right? Because he's working through that thing, and then his Achilles goes, and we're just like, can you tell us what it was like, firsthand knowledge of seeing, first of all, Daniel Jones do his thing, kind of having this resurrection of his career, but also like what kind of player and teammate and person he is? Yeah,
I mean, when he went down, like my heart was broken just because you know what Dan's been through, and like how hard he works. Like he's the hardest worker on the team, period. Like no negotiating that, which is really cool for me because, I'm just like, I'm always feeling guilty if I leave before him or get there after him and stuff. So I'm working to beat him the facility and consistently stuff like that. But I think he's pretty misunderstood as far as the media goes, and how people perceive him. He's like a dude's dude, hilarious. Like when guys want to hang out outside of football, especially in season, everybody takes Dan, and and everybody goes to his house, and he's always having food and stuff like that. He's like the ultimate like dude's dude, team favorite. Everybody loves him. He can't say enough good things. He's just not the guy to boast about himself or stir up anything in the media. He's gonna give you.
So you
don't want any of that, right? Yeah. He's not posting on social media.
He's got humility, which is not often.
100%.
And he can slice it and dice it.
But it's such a cool story. Like to Mitch's point, because like, man, he had some troubling times with the Giants, and then you see this kid, come out with a new team, fresh start, and he just balls out, kind of like Sam Darnold, the same type of.
Okay, which leads me to my next question, Case. Totally.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, because Case, you're absolutely right. And we have a quarterback here, Casey, so I'm going to ask you, so in the past, Case and I were chatting about this, because we get to talk to Drew Lock, who, of course, was the backup for the Seattle Seahawks. But this is kind of a new era where you're seeing guys, and maybe we're just not old enough to know that this has happened. It's a cyclical thing, but you're seeing guys have these opportunities to bounce back, resurrect their career, not only do that, but play at the highest level, win Super Bowls, win these new contracts, take the Indianapolis Colts, talk about a terror last year. You guys were the hottest team in the NFL. Why do you think we're seeing this now that we haven't seen this in the past?
That's a good question. I was a rookie last year. Not going to give you the best answer, but what I do know is like hearing other guys talk about how difficult defenses are. Like we all saw the Kirk Cousins clip, and I think that he did a great job explaining that, because I had the same problem. It's like, man, these pure progression plays are a whole lot easier on me. Hey, he's open. I'm throwing it to him. Coach, what was the coverage? I don't know. He was open.
Yeah.
You see these older quarterbacks like that succeed just because they've been in so many different offenses and seen so many defenses. Like the mental side of it, the processing, like reps.
Yeah, is that the only way you bridge that gap? You're a quarterback. You're learning this. It was just repetitions. Right?
When I was able to, when Anthony went down and I was able to take these scout team reps, greatest thing that ever happened to me, hands down, no questions asked, because I'm able to play scout team quarterback and screw up, right? A lot of the quarterbacks that you see who are doing great screw up. Well, that was my opportunity. I could throw a pick and everybody's celebrating because the first team defense got a pick. They don't care who threw it, right? So
you did your job. Well done.
I'm trying to throw these sick throws, and I just learned so much. So you see these quarterbacks who have failed in repetition. They're starting to figure it out.
Time on task.
Oh, yeah.
Time on task. Casey, I'm sorry for cutting.
No, you're fine.
We talked about that Holy Spirit. Took over. I just had to ask. Riley, you've been so awesome during this interview. We're going to end this with a segment sponsored by LABATT, if that's okay with you.
Absolutely.
Okay, LABATT is the sponsor of the show. It's a deliciously cold beverage. Riley, if you ever are into libations, we'll make sure to get you some. Cheers to all the folks. Cheers to you, my friend. Cheers to LABATT.
Thank you, brother.
That being said, you bet, brother. This segment's called Riley's Reality. All right. It's just a name. It's just a cool name. I'm just going to ask you some pretty straight-up questions. There is one question I'm going to have you and Casey answer together in succession, okay? We'll have Riley answer first, and then Casey, I'll prompt you guys with that question. Are you guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I didn't know I was going to be involved in this, but I like it.
Sure. I think you'll be fired up about the question, too. Riley Leonard. If it wasn't playing football, what else would you be doing?
Good question. One I think a lot about. Sounds crazy, but I wouldn't mind. Well, if I could pick, I'd love to be the president. I would love to be the president.
That's sick.
And it sounds crazy, but
dude, we would be your constituents.
Hey, I'm all in. I'm all in. But yeah, I don't know why. It's always been something that.
Two things can be true, my friend. Start your campaigning trail back in Fairhope, Alabama.
Yeah.
Dude, just have Phillip Rivers as your
Yeah, my VP, baby.
as your VP to be on fire.
That'd be sick.
I know Casey. He's thinking about his answer to that question right now.
Oh, I already know.
Okay, hold on to that. We'll chat.
Okay.
No, tell us.
I think I would be a musician.
Yeah, you would.
I think-
and you would
Respect,
be.
bro.
You would,
I think I'd
you'd
be a
tuba
musician,
player.
and I think it stems from just I love music. Like, music has the ability to change your attitude, your perception of something, your mind, your emotion, like that.
Mm-hmm.
And to be able to, like, I don't even say I need to get on stage. Like, I could be a songwriter or, producer of sorts, but, like, to produce music that it just gives, that it gives someone an instant gratification or an whatever they're looking for, whether it's a
Flood of emotion, whether good or bad.
or motivation or whatever. That's
You know who else does that? The President of the United States does the same
Dude.
thing, which is crazy.
Dude,
Isn't that right?
we could turn America into something special.
Yeah,
We really
you too. I would say
I think musician.
run by yourself. If you have Casey, I got to really think about
There you go.
how I've
yeah.
You know that, you dirt dog. Riley Leonard, what does success in the NFL look like for you?
That's a good question. I mean, I hate to go political, but bro, a Super Bowl. Like, obviously, I'd love to be the guy, but I understand what a backup quarterback can do in terms of impacting a Super Bowl win, and he plays a big role in that. So, dude, I don't care how I do it, but I want to win a Super Bowl.
Has that been your thought this whole time, or has that changed since you've been in it?
Nah, that's kind of just been all the goal.
A winner.
Childhood dream, man.
A winner. That's fantastic. Riley Leonard, now looking back at your rookie season, is there one thing you would have done differently?
That's a good question. I would say, and after I started playing scout team quarterback, I learned this, but don't hesitate. And that's really speaking to like on the field stuff, but off the field stuff too, right? Don't hesitate to shake his hand or ask this question or show any type of fear, right? Especially in my position. Let it rip. And if you throw a pick, screw it. I mean,
Screw it, dude.
My mindset going into that Texans game when I started was, dude, I don't care if I'm flipping burgers tomorrow and I throw 7 picks. I'm
laid out.
I'm not hesitating on any throw.
But doesn't that release, that internal release, that just almost that euphoric feeling of just like letting it fly, and when people say that, they think it's just like unabashful, not thinking of the ramifications. It's like, no, you're not. Your fear of making mistakes is put to the wayside, and it's strange how everything seems to dial in when that comes about.
Bro.
It's the most back-asswards thing you can think of, especially when you're in this ultra-competitive deal. Believe me, it's something I fought with. But to your point, that will hold true until you decide to retire, and that is let that thing fly. That's a great point.
I think we're gonna have to make Colts T-shirts. Riley Leonard,
Yeah,
let it
yeah,
rip.
I like the Colts now. This is
Let it
I've always
rip.
liked the Colts. Sick. Okay, this is for both of you guys.
Oh boy.
This is a familiar question, Casey. This is something that we're kind of obligated to say on this show. Not contractually through LABATT by any means.
Okay.
No. This is just something that's been with this show from the jump.
Okay.
Riley Leonard, when was the last time you actively pooped your pants?
Dude, that is a crazy question because somebody was talking about this the other day in the locker room, literally yesterday. No,
Yeah, it's great.
right. Yeah, it's a great question. It's a great question.
Solid, dude.
I'm gonna go with the young kid answer. Look, guys.
I know you
you
were
got
a
guys
liar.
getting on here.
I thought
know
you have Jesus in the background, my friend.
it's
Don't lie in front of the good shepherd in the background, dude. Don't do it.
Well, let me ask you this. Can you answer this?
Yeah.
What was the? And I'm not saying I'm after him, but what was the nearest somebody said? If that makes sense.
The nearest someone said?
Yeah. So, like, what was the highest age somebody said?
Oh.
I mean, probably
Oh, I
me.
mean, Casey.
Like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. Well, okay, so there's a difference between just like oh man,
Yeah, I know.
Those are not clean undies. To like, if I sit on the toilet, most of it's not coming out because it already came out. I was 31. It was during a game. It was versus the Raiders in Week 4 of 2023.
And you knew, and
Oh.
did you change?
Yep. Went to the blue medical tent mid drive, and they got me changed up. Came right back out that drive. But we were wearing white pants. You kind of had to.
I have a fun story about that. So
About me pooping my pants?
No, but
okay.
about pooping pants. So in Jacksonville, in the video room, I sharted once, and it wasn't great. So went to the locker room, showered, got changed up. That happens. A shart, you can't trust a fart. You never know. And so it turned into we ended up winning that week. And then I won't name names, but another video person sharted the next week. We ended up winning. Then it turned into someone's got
rally butts.
Someone's got to shit their pants for us to.
Was this what year was this? Because it was 2022. There was something true.
It was 2022.
Yeah.
So we were actively looking how we could shit our pants, and that's. I don't think that's
when you know. That's when you know football matters.
Dude.
All right. That's when you know
we're all in.
matters, especially around the playoffs. All right, that's a great question. All right,
No,
so
let me answer.
No,
I
when
can't
you're
be the guy not to. Sixth grade.
No, don't.
Sixth grade birthday party.
Oh.
Playing sneak. All right, sixth grade birthday party. I can't say who's, when, where.
Yeah,
Sixth
of course. Sixth grade. Oh. That's a great answer. Okay. Old enough that it's not when you're a kid.
Right.
Not too old where it's like, yeah, that's totally in the know. Yeah. Fantastic answer. Sixth grade birthday party.
I just trust farts too much.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you sure do. Riley Leonard, we've had so much fun with you. We have one more question for you, my friend. Thank you so much for your time. You're an unbelievable hang. You're a kick-ass dude. This has been great. You've been so candid, everything. So thank you. Last question, Riley Leonard. Whenever you do decide to hang up your cleats, what do you want to be remembered by, not only as a player, but as a teammate?
Yeah, I don't know.
Someone who doesn't shit their pants.
That's the realest answer we've gotten. Yeah, I put it. Yeah, it's like the guy who pooped his pants.
Hopefully, people say good things, but I'm not into like the whole respectfully to anybody that I just don't think building my own legacy is cool, but it's not like I'm gonna go out there and try to force that upon myself. If it happens naturally, it happens. But
no doubt.
I'm really just out here to live my life and treat people as best I can. But the legacy, as far as my name, I hope that I'm forgotten in 100 years and I'm dancing up there with my boy JC. Nobody's talking about me.
In the back, dude.
They're talking about me. I did something wrong.
Yeah, honestly, but they can talk about you as like a teammate, as a dude in the locker room. Like how you handled your business, right?
Story. I hope that my teammates speak very highly of me, but I hope so. I mean, you have to ask somebody, one of my teammates, how to think about me.
We've asked that question a few times. This is the realest answer that we've ever gotten.
No doubt.
Like, shoot, I don't know. I'm trying my best. I hope it's good.
That's pretty much
sick.
Yeah. Sum it up.
That's sick, dude. You're the man. Congratulations on the new vows. That's awesome.
Yep.
That's great. The killer salmon. Hopefully, there's seconds for you guys. I thank her for letting us borrow you for a bit. God bless you, pal. Hopefully you can come back on the show more often. This was killer, man. You're the best.
Awesome.
Thank y'all for having me. This is a fun show. Just
I
talking to the
appreciate
boys.
Just hanging out with some fellas, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Chop and shop. God bless you, pal. Be good.
God bless.
Thanks,
Thank
Riley.
y'all.